For a moment, imagine every thought in your head as a bird. Like carrier pigeons, each of these birds brings a message to you, and they are meant to fly unfettered across the sky. At first, you don't think much of these messages, because they just sound like tweeting to you. Mostly, they just make you feel uncomfortable. You don't yet understand or speak bird, and it will take you a while to learn it. So instead, we catch and cage these thoughts, mostly out of shame. Shame of what others will think of us, and shame about what we think of ourselves. Each cage is a theme, like faith, or an emotion like fear or insecurity. Over time, we get so used to the birds we've already caged that we only look for familiar birds, the same way we look for familiar thoughts and experiences. We also attract similar experiences to the thoughts we have, the same way birds will land among a flock of their own kind. Each new thought we think or experience we have adds more birds to our often very overstuffed cages. So, when we go to let one thought or memory out of the cage, all the birds rush to get out, and we experience an overwhelming rush of emotion. And each time we think about it, or have another related experience, we'll end up shoving even more birds into the cages. So each time we go back to look, to sort it all out, the flurry of escaping birds is that much worse. In order to make that emotional overwhelm go away, you have to let the birds out one by one and hear what they have to say to you. At first, it will take time to learn bird. Most of it will sound like nonsense to you. As you begin to decipher the tweets in birdie language, however, you will hear the messages. As you hear each message, it shifts through the gateway of your conscious mind. That is, you think it, and it is shifted out of you, released back into the world. We call this process of healing shifting, because we shift energy by moving or transforming it. So we move it out of our minds, or we transform the way it appears to us. Energy can only ever be moved or transformed. It cannot be destroyed. Each thought or message can take a second to a lifetime to pass through the gateway of your conscious mind. How fast it moves, that's up to you. Some of these messages will make you mad, some will make you glad, some will make you feel angry, some will make you feel embarrassed, and some will make you feel every emotion all at once, along with relief. You just have to keep digging and keep going, and you'll get to the bottom of the issue. Many of the messages and thoughts are also very simple and boring and don't seem very relevant. However, as you accumulate messages and pieces of knowledge, it's like you're accumulating puzzle pieces. At a point, these puzzle pieces will all come together to form a picture. These are your aha moments. You've already accumulated a ton of thoughts and memories to wade through. If you are 41 years old and sleep about 6 hours a night, and you have one conscious thought per second for every second you have been awake, then you've already accumulated 969,732,000 conscious thoughts in your lifetime. So progress can seem slow at first, as you begin to wade through the seemingly bottomless pit in your mind. If you do the work, however, you'll eventually land up with clear skies and space, where wisdom can find you and new ideas can hatch. Life Coach in Your Pocket is a translator tool that helps you speak birdie language. The question sets are designed to help you mine all those random and seemingly unimportant thoughts that make up the knowledge of a shift. Following the question set beginning to end should enable you to mine most, if not all, the important information that your lesson or challenge is trying to show you. What you'll be left with is clarity, understanding, and the space to really enjoy your mind and what it can do. The Life Coach in Your Pocket app contains a comprehensive overview of what shifting and healing is, all written in plain English. We've included video content as well as interactive tools and audio throughout this section so that you can really understand what it is you're doing and what's happening to you as you start doing all of this. Shifting is the process of moving a thought or energy out of your system or transforming the way it appears to you. In this section, we'll explain all the important basics you need to understand about what shifting is and how it impacts you. We'll also unpack a bit about ego and the kinds of results you can expect. It's a fair bit of information, yes, but at least it's not the 15 plus volumes of books it would traditionally be. In this section, we'll look at the common physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual symptoms of shifting you will probably encounter. Forewarned is forearmed, and this also happens to be the knowledge you need to understand how to physically heal yourself and others. With every thought or energy you shift, a process begins in your body. This takes the change from mental and energetic to the physical and behavioral results you want to see. This section will empower you to understand what that process looks like, how long it takes, and why we sometimes feel worse before we get better. In this section, we'll look at the various areas of your life that you can apply healing and shifting to. Hint, it's any area of your life. From luck to money, to change, to health, to relationships, to business success. You can make improvements in any area if you are willing to do the work. When you aren't seeing results, or every question page you get to generates a weird question, it's usually for the same reason everyone else gets stuck. You are resisting. This section unpacks resistance for you and helps you to deal with and overcome the internal resistance that's holding you back from the changes you really want to see in your life. Once you get into it, shifting and healing can become your whole world very quickly, and so you often tend to overdo it. This danger signs of shifting section tells you what to look out for to tell you that you need a rest, and gives you a view of what it can look like when you push your system too far, too fast. We all end up here at some point. The trick is to know how to fix it, and eventually how to prevent it. As with all the sections on the Life Coach's Toolbox range of apps, this shifting section includes a series of articles that will help you further understand the process of shifting and healing.